everybody, this is Tanya Ortiz with Lose Weight with TanyaOrtiz.com. Again, Lose Weight with TanyaOrtiz.com. So for the next couple of days, I'm going to go over each phase of the HCG diet. Now, for those of you who are my YouTube followers, I highly suggest, if you want to know more about the diet, go to loseweightwithTanyaOrtiz.com. If you click on phase 2, I think there is, or I know it's on my website at the top. There's a 42-page ebook called Pounds and Inches. Read the book. I don't suggest, even though I'm going to be hand feeding you the different phases, that anybody attempt the diet without reading Pounds and Inches. Here's why. There's a couple people who have done that. They've skimmed through it. They really didn't read it. And then they get on the diet and they'll do things to kind of really screw it up. And I'll discuss that in the next video. So this is a diet that does work. I was able to lose approximately about 32 pounds in 35 days. That was in March. If you go to my videos in January and February, you will see that I was a chunky monkey. And since March, I was able to successfully and very easily keep the weight off. And that's without having to do a whole lot of additional exercise, just by keeping basically a low-carb diet. So, why would somebody do the HCG diet? Well, first of all, let me back it up. How do you even get the drops for the HCG diet? Well, I want you to go to loseweightwithTanyaOrtiz.com, purchase the HCG drops. You see it again, loseweightwithTanyaOrtiz.com. Get the HCG drops. In addition to that, I want you to order the Delgada Slimming Coffee. And it has Gondoderma infused slimming coffee. And what Gondoderma is, it's a natural appetite suppressant. So for all you coffee lovers, I highly suggest you get this with this, because this is going to curb your appetite. It's been several months. I still drink this coffee every single morning. My friends, I've had friends call me up and say, hey, Tanya, I ran out of coffee. Can you lend me some coffee until my shipment comes in? I'm like, no. I will seriously lend out money before I lend out my coffee. That's how much I value this stuff. So you're going to go to loseweightwithTanyaOrtiz.com, going to get the HCG and the Delgada Slimming Coffee. Now, so today I'm going to discuss phase 1. And for the next couple of days, I'm going to discuss in detail every single phase. Now, what is phase 1 on the HCG diet? First, let me explain what it is. The HCG diet, you're going to take the drops, all right? And these drops, I haven't done this since March, so I'm like, okay, it says 10 drops a day, 3 times a day. You got it? 10 drops a day, 3 times a day. Now, in phase 1, it's called loading. So you're going to do 2 or 3. I tell people 2 days is more than enough. 2 days of loading. What is loading? Loading means you're going to gorge yourself. You're going to eat like crazy, but you're not going to gorge on starchy foods. You're not going to gorge on sugar. You're going to gorge on fat, such as, this was my typical 2-day diet. I would go to, what is it? Not the Waffle House. It was the other pancake place. I forget what it's called, IHOP, House Pancakes. So I go to IHOP and I would get, the big giant breakfast with the omelet with everything and maybe some hash browns. And on my way home, I would stop and get a milkshake. And then at lunch, I would get a steak and cheese with everything on it. And then at dinner, I'd have a big giant monster-sized pizza. And I would eat it all by myself. That is gorging. You want to gorge. So how are you going to feel after 2 days of gorging? You're going to feel stuffed. Now, again, the foods you should eat when you're loading it should be cheese and butter and cream and bacon and hot dogs and hamburgers and sausages. And, you want to get the fat in you. You're not gorging so much on, candy and sugar foods. So, let me see. I'm going to do a question and answer. Somebody asked me, I'm a guy, is the HCG safe for men? Absolutely, yes. I always say men do lose quicker than women. Here's why. Because you guys don't have the hormonal fluctuations like women do. So I've seen men get on this where a woman might have to stretch it out for a week because it's that time of the month. A man will just lose because they don't have the hormonal fluctuations. When do I start taking the HCG drops? Okay, so on your first 2 loading days, you need to be taking a drop. So as this is, you know, if it's day 1, you got the drops, immediately on day 1 of a loading, you need to be taking your drops. Somebody said, why do I need to overeat? Why can't I just eat like I normally do? You know, the purpose, there's a reason why you're going to fat load, let's say. So if you don't fat load, you're going to crash and burn. The diet is not going to work. I have sold over 130 bottles of HCG. Out of 130 people, there's only one person it didn't work for. And that person just decided she didn't want to load. She was going to eat normal and do the diet. Well, by day 2 of phase 2, she crashed and burned. It's not a part of the diet. The diet is load. There is this diet will work. You will keep the weight off, but there is no room for error. None. So you have to load. Let me see what else. This person says, I forgot to take my HCG dosage on my loading day. Should I start again? Absolutely, yes. So let's just say it's the 2nd day and you forgot to take your HCG and you're just eating, do a 3rd day. Or if you feel like on your 2nd day you haven't, let me tell you, you know when you finish loading on day 2, when you're laying in the bed and you're like, oh, my stomach, and you just feel miserable. Bam, you've loaded correctly, all right? So somebody said, I gained weight during the loading phase. Is this normal? Yes, expect to see additional 2 to 5 pounds of extra weight. But guess what? I want you to weigh yourself every single day on this diet. Weigh yourself 1st day, 2nd day, 3rd day, and you will see the weight will come off. So I don't want people to be afraid of that, okay? This person said, I lost weight during the loading days. Did I do it right? Absolutely not. That's an impossibility. Let me see. What if I don't eat enough during the loading days? It's not going to work. I mean, it's just, you're going to crash and burn. How will I feel after loading days? You're going to feel satiated. You're going to feel stuffed. Will loading interfere with my diabetes? Now, again, I said you're not going to load on sugar. You're loading on fat, so it should not. Can I have alcoholic drinks during the loading phase? No. Alcohol, according to Dr. Simeon in pounds and inches, cancel out any effects of the HCG. So you may not have any alcohol, not even during your loading days, and especially not during phase 2. Okay? And can I work out during loading days? It's not required on your loading days. It's not going to affect you. However, I would not start working out on phase 2. It's not necessary. Your body is then going basically into fasting mode, so you don't need to start working out. So there you go. That's phase 1. Again, if you need to know where to get the drops, lose weight with TanyRTs.com, order the HCG and the Delgado coffee. Now, when you order these, we have a secret group with over 100 people in a group. I am going to put you in a secret group. I just need you to send me a Facebook friend request as well as a private message saying, I bought the HCG. Please add me into your secret group. And we'll add you there so you can get a lot of support. It's secret because people can feel safe that they can post their weight without their friends knowing about it. So there you go. How to load. You're going to load on fat. Tomorrow, I'll do a video about phase 2, what it is, and what to expect. So those of you who are looking to lose weight, okay, go to loseweight.TanyRTs.com, get the HCG, Delgado coffee, Facebook private message me. I'll add you to the group. Take care. God bless. And share this video because there could be somebody who needs to lose weight. And this is rapid weight loss. This isn't one of those diets going to take, the next 60, 90 days. No, you will lose a half pound to a pound just about every single day until that time in the month hits. And then you might have to stretch it out a week. All right. But this is rapid weight loss. Okay. Talk to you later. And tomorrow, I'll tell you about phase 2. Bye-bye.